Hello students, today I am going to show you an activity based on refraction. Earlier you have studied this topic in your class theory book. So in this activity we will see how a path of light coming from glass slab, एक लाइट रे का पाथ कैसा होगा जब वो ग्लास स्लैब से पास होगी. दिस विल योर एक्टिविटी. So for this activity we will use a blank paper, white blank paper. As you see, this is our white blank paper, and we will use a glass slab, a rectangular glass slab. See, this is rectangular glass slab, and for main thing we will use D. We have to calculate angle of incidence, so we will use D protractor and a scale and a pointed pencil, and 4 thumb pin we will use, 1 2 3 and a 4. We will use 4 thumb pins. First we will do what we will do first we will stick this paper on this drawing board. This is our drawing board I am using. This is drawing board, and we will stick this paper on it. Then we will get a smooth surface for our activity, and we will draw this activity on paper. This is our paper. Now actually we have to calculate 2 emergent angle for 2 incident angle. So we will draw a center line in between this paper. Why we are drawing this center line? Uniformity of our diagram. By using this line we will draw a proper image with. Then we will use this glass slab and place it just coinciding with the line, and now we will draw the shape of this rectangular glass slab. Okay, see, we will not connecting the edges, so we will connecting the edges by our scale, and this will make you a proper shape of rectangular glass slab. And okay, now we will label the this rectangular shape. Let A, B, C and D. Now what we will do we want to draw a angle of incidence, so we will draw incidence angle from normal. So first we will draw normal, just center of this side AB and CD side के center से we will draw a normal. Okay, this is our normal. We will give a name to this normal, N dash. Now we were drawing a angle of incidence from normal to 45. I am taking 45, you can take 35 also, but I am taking 45. So we will get an emergent angle same 35 as you studied in your theory book. So from normal to 45, so we will place D like this. So we will get normal to 45. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, and this fifth line will show the 45. Okay, now this is your angle of 45. Which is this angle? This is angle of incidence. In your book it is showing by small I. The angle of incidence is 45. Now this line gives you the direction of incidence ray. This line will gives you the direction of incidence ray. To calculate emergent ray or refraction, we will use 2 pins. These 2 pins will gives you the direction of incidence ray, and pressing it pressurely it will tightly stick on the drawing board. Now we will place our glass slab. Now from side AB side or the side where you are sitting, your side, from your side we will see the path of refraction. For path of refraction, how you will identify where the light comes out from the glass slab? We will use again two pins. See, these two pins we are using, and see our these two pins from this side as coinciding each other. मतलब two pins का we will see one pin from this side, and cover to these two pins we will stick another third pin. Okay, so we will see stick.
Start.
Okay, to see the path of incident light, we will take two other pins. Two other pins from which side? I am labeling this A and B, or we can say from which side you are calculating the incident of angle, or just in front of you. This is the two pins. These two pins we will stick to cover these two pins, and to watching all these three four pins, all these through four pins we will see only one pin. If you are seeing four different pins in your view side, so it means you are sticking wrong. You have to see only one pin to cover these four pins. Okay, now this is the correct position to stick this pins. This pin will show you the path of refracted ray from glass slab. Now here a point comes, we will make a mark on that point and remove this glass slab. How refraction comes? This is rarer medium air, and this is glass slab. Definitely it is showing a refraction. Now to join these two points, we will get a path of emergent ray. This is the path of emergent ray. This is the path of emergent ray. Now join these two points also. These two points you will also join. So you will get, as this line is inside the glass slab, so we will make it dotted line. Now how we will calculate this path of emergent ray? So we will again draw a normal on this point where we are joining the emergent ray. Now we will draw again another normal, name it M dash. Now angle between normal and emergent ray is known as angle of emergent. So we will calculate angle of emergent by using D protector. This is 45. You can see clearly it is a 45. See, same, it is 45. It is clearly seen in D, it is 45. So your angle of emergent is 45. It means कि this is your angle I, this is your angle E, angle I is equal to angle E. It means कि incident ray is parallel with the emergent ray. Now we will calculate lateral shift. Lateral shift to calculate, we will increase our incident ray see, both are parallel, and this distance will gives you lateral shift. This will gives you lateral shift del L. Now you can measure this also by scale. See, this will be 0 and this will be 2.1, 2.2. So it will be 2.2 centimeter. This is your lateral shift. This is our first reading, or we can say first incident angle reading. You can label the ray also, make an arrow, emergent, incident. This is your incident ray, incidence ray. This is your emergent ray, emergent ray. This will your refracted ray, refracted ray. Now what to do next? We have to find out कि if we increase the angle of incident, then what is the effect on lateral shift. Okay, so for this we will make another reading for angle of 55.
3.
So now we want to check कि what is the effect on lateral shift when we increase the angle of incidence 45 to 55 or any other number. Just we have to increase the angle of incidence. So I am increasing my angle 45 to 55. This is incident ray. Same process we are doing earlier. I am repeating the same process. Incident ray, 2 pin tightly stick on the paper, and to remove parallax I will stick to another pin which are showing the path of refracted ray. So this will the path of refracted ray. Now I am removing these 2 pins and make a mark on this, and again we are following the same process. We will joining these 2 line points with the glass slab, and again these 2 also with dotted line, and again normal, and now calculating. Now we want to check what is the effect of lateral shift, this lateral shift, if we increase this angle of incidence. So I am increasing this angle of incidence 45 to 55, and now I am going to check ki lateral shift increased or decreased. I am applying same process as I am doing here. This is our incidence ray, this is our refracted ray, this is our incident pin, this is our refracted pin. I am sticking the pin and draw a line, remove this glass slab, same process, check the angle, so it will be 55. See, it will be 55, you can see, you know, it will 55. It will 55. This angle is emergent angle. So our next case, our I is equal to E. Now we will draw lateral shift. What is the effect on lateral shift happens? So we will increase our this ray. This is our lateral shift. What is happening now? This is our lateral shift, del L. Now measure it with a scale. It will gives you 2.6. Here we get 2.2. Here we get 2.6 centimeter. It means it is clear that if we increase angle of incidence, then our lateral shift is also increased. Okay, this is your activity. If we increase the angle of incidence, that means we are increasing the lateral shift. Okay, hope you will understand.